So are you of the mind that Lucy Letby was perhaps positioned as the fall guy for a broader theme of malpractice in the NHS?
Absolutely. And when I was running in Runcorn and Helsby, because the hospital uh, came into the constituency, part of what I was telling people about on the streets was Lucy Letby is innocent and she needs people in Parliament bringing up her case and talking. So I know that Davis was one of them, was bringing it up, etc. But at the end of the day, more people need to understand she was a whistleblower telling people what's going wrong. There are so many things wrong with that case, and this is a complete and utter miscarriage of justice. So when people talk about Lucy Connolly, that's a distraction to me. It's Lucy Letby is the person that we should all be getting round.
Yeah. And you mentioned before that you yourself have been set up by the establishment. Could you tell us that story?
Well, that goes back 30 years ago. I was arrested for cracking 128-bit banking encryption on a 186 laptop. Anyone out there knows anything about computers, they will tell you what a 186 laptop is. Like, it's one of the most ancient computers you can get. Yet in 24 hours, I cracked 128-bit encryption. And even with the most powerful supercomputers today, it'd probably take you about 300 years. Right?
So just for the non-tech experts such as myself, what does that mean in simple terms? Does that mean you hacked something, or what does that mean?
They're saying that I broke their encryption codes, tapped into a nonsensical way of getting PIN numbers and credit card details for taking money out of the cash point machines. It was all a load of rubbish from start to finish. But the major point is of the whole thing. There were 3 participating informers that all moved away from it. So in other words, the police had set the whole thing up. And one of the things was supposed to be one of my best friends. I was in a hotel with him with 8 prostitutes snorting cocaine all night.
Oh my goodness.
Lucky my wife knew me well enough. She went, my ex-wife, I should say now, but she went, he would never do that. That's not. So everyone else was saying, oh, and they was reading the media, right? Oh, look what they're saying about him, right? This is a guy called Kenny Noy, right? Let me just make sure I'm clear on this. I'm supposed to be his best mate, spending a night in a hotel with 8 prostitutes snorting Charlie all night, right? I don't take Charlie, and I certainly don't do prostitutes, right? And especially with other people in the room. Just to make sure everyone is clear on this, right? I have never met Kenny Noy to this day. I don't know him. I don't want to know him. That's how much bullshit that case was.
I mean, obviously, I can gather, and people that follow you can gather why they would want to set you up. But why would they want to set you up in your words?
That particular case, the only reason they tried to set me up was someone else that I knew. And what they wanted to do was to set up Kenny Noy and this other person for particular reasons. One of them was because Kenny Noy had killed a police officer in self-defense and got not guilty, right? So they've charged him, and he's gone to court for killing a police officer, and it was self-defense, right? So the police then want to try and set him up and then set this other guy up. And because for various reasons I knew this other guy, that's where it all come from. In other words, it was complete nonsense from start to finish.
Yeah. And how high up do you think the corruption goes? I mean, we have globalist organizations looming over us and clearly getting their, tentacles into English law and British law and just the Western world in general. Do you think the corruption goes right to the top?
Very much so.
Yeah.
So years ago in the 70s, there was a massive operation against police corruption. I can't remember what it was called now. It's on the tip of my tongue. But again, they arrested some police officers, but even then, it went much higher. Politicians, lords are all corrupt. The lobbyists are corrupt. The king himself is corrupt in what he's doing. I mean, technically, he's abdicated under English law because of what he's doing currently, which is some positive things towards other faiths, which he shouldn't be doing. His oath was for Christianity, and particularly to protect the Protestant religion, which he is not doing. So technically, under the, if you want to call it, the rules of the Convention Parliament of the Glorious Revolution, he's abdicated.